Leadership is unique to each individual and is a personal thing. It is determined by behavior like introversion and extroversion, thinking and feeling, and judging and perceiving. And all these behaviors have a significant influence on the success and failure of a leader and consequently, the success and failure of an organization. But I think each person or each individual has his or her own leadership concept. But my own leadership concept is an influence process that assists groups of individuals toward goal attainment. However, when aiming to be a good leader or employee, or trying to have good influence, give the good values for the society, we do need a motivation or the vision statement to shape our leadership style. My mission statement is seeking to enrich my knowledge to equip myself with the necessary skills and relationships to become excellent in any roles, doesn't matter an employee or a leader. And I do it for myself, for my family, for my future colleagues, for the society. And from this, I'm dedicated to serve and nurture the good values of society and to deliver those values in my best manner. About my vision statement, I will further improve myself to achieve the goal of trying to be a better person than I am the previous day. I strive to fight for gender equality in any societies that I'm a part of, no matter what side. I also work in my best ability for environment protection and influence as many people as possible for the sake of our next generations. About my experience with leadership, I have been the class major in secondary school, high school, and experienced some other leader positions during my university life. But in a business context, I have never held any leader position as I'm quite young and just graduated. So most of my leadership experience come from observing the leaders who I had chance to work with and to learn from them. My most recent line manager has a huge impact on my concept of leadership. This is understandable as this is my first full-time job and I was the assistant to general director of a large apparel company which produce intimate and sportwear, also shoes for famous brands such as Victoria's Secret, Nike, or Adidas. A company has nearly 40,000 workers and officers, requires a lot of attention and extreme leadership and management skills to manage. Working really close with the top managers of the company provided me a chance to observe and learn a lot from them. During this course, I have done several leadership assessments and they helped me to understand more and more on my leadership style as well as some aspects that I can manage to improve. However, there is no approaches that can solely define my leadership styles. In my point of view, leadership is both innate and learned. I will go through some of the approaches and styles that I consider to fit me better among a wide range of leadership styles that researchers indicate.
We will not stop fighting until we have clean, safe water. We will not be silenced by those saying it's safe, but I can't even take a shower without my eyes burning and getting a rash. So please, don't forget about clean.
Mary Copney, also known as Little Miss Flint, who fights for clean water in her state of Michigan by giving public speech, halting the fundraiser for bottled waters, writing letters to President Obama. She's obviously an authentic leader, but her being confident, determined, and persistent is not popular at the age of 8. Then I believe the innate aspects are real. The assessment of trait approach indicated I have high score in a wide range of characteristics, such as trustworthy, determined, self-confident, sensitive, to name some of them. I think these personalities are best to explain why I perform high technical and human skills when it comes to the skill approach assessment result. Technical skills are knowledge about and proficiency in a specific type of work or activity, while human skills are knowledge about and ability to work with people. The characteristics such as friendly and trustworthy are vital to perform this skill well in my opinion. At the same time, I got low score for perceptive, self-awareness, empathic, etc. This fact plus with I have just graduated from university with limited working experience make it more sense when I got average conceptual skill. And to grow the conceptual skills, the assessment suggested I should try to practice in different ways. For example, I should try to think differently and critically. The more I practice, the more the conceptual skill will be sharpened. And I think along with the working experience that I gain, this conceptual skill will be boosted better. The behavioral approach focuses on what leaders do rather than who leaders are. It suggests that leaders engage in two primary types of behaviors: task behaviors and relationship behaviors. I got high score in both task and relationship oriented skills. The result really made me surprised, as I always think I care about the task result a lot more than the relationship. Sometimes I choose to make my coworker unhappy or dissatisfied as long as the work result is decent. High range in relationship oriented shows that I can create and maintain a good relationship with others, which is corresponding with the trait in the human skills of the skill approach that I mentioned before. Being task oriented can explain why I perform achievement oriented style, which is classified by the Pascal theory and vice versa. Pascal theory was developed to explain how leaders motivate followers to be productive and satisfied with their work. Besides regularly performing achievement-oriented leadership style, which means I prefer challenging the followers to perform work at the highest level possible, establishing a high standard of excellence for followers and seeking continuous improvement. I use the directive, supportive, and participative in moderation, as I think try to motivate the followers as much as possible is also one of my preferred way to lead a team. The four styles mentioned by Pascal theory should be performed well at the same level. That's what I need to understand throughout each of these styles. Trying to review and revise my behavior each time I use any of them, and also apply this style as much as possible where and when appropriate. LMS theory addresses leadership as a process centered on the interactions between leaders and followers. I actually feel relate a lot on this theory, as I always can recognize the two different groups in the team, but I wasn't able to define or properly name the two of them until I know about LMS theory. It's turned out that I'm an in-group member with high quality exchange with my leader. I think it's important to learn how to be an in-group member and build up the high-quality exchange before being a leader of a team and trying to get as many team members become in-groups as possible. However, some suggestion for me to keep being a high-quality exchange in-group member, maintaining consistency and positive attitude, also observing well and find the appropriate way to work effectively with the leader. On the side leadership style that can be learned from life experience, education, or environment, I also find that adaptive leadership is somewhat that fits me and also a puzzle that I'm looking for when defining my leadership, as this is essential for today's business world. Adaptive leadership is about helping people change and adjust to new situations, especially the adaptive challenge, which are not easy to define or have black and white solutions. For example, organizational structure changes, launching a new complicated and ambitious training program, etc., provide a wide range of suggestions for me to improve my adaptive style on 6 behaviors, including getting on the balcony, identify adaptive challenge, regulate ditches, maintain disciplined attention, give the work back to people, and protect leadership voices from below. One more interesting field that I explored throughout the course was gender leadership. The gender and leadership questionnaire indicate that I'm an unbiased between the leader role and gender, and also promote gender equality. This is what exactly I reflected in my vision statement. So I'm not gonna say that I'm a feminist, but I believe in today's world, the role of women is still underestimated, despite the fact that younger generations are slowly changing their point of view. Finally, I think the ethic aspect and the leadership are impossible to be apart from each other. Any individual, doesn't matter the leader or not, he or she should have ethical qualities. To me, the ethic is the guideline to make decisions. When being a leader, making crucial decisions is vital and like a day-to-day task. It directly affects on the team members, the team performance in particular, and the development of the organization in general. That's why I strive to achieve sound leadership ethic values, such as virtual ethics, justice ethic, and caring ethic. In conclusion, the approaches that I find appropriate for me reveal the similar result, or in other words, it doesn't matter which approaches, the result represent who I am for my traits and my experience. It's hard to name my leadership style properly, but to describe it in short, I would say I'm going to perform a style of leadership that cares both about the outcome of the job while trying to maintain the good relationships with the team members. I would try to use several ways to motivate my followers in appropriate circumstances using different methods, getting them to engage with the job by creating a working environment that they feel comfortable with. I will use ethics to make decisions as my most important guideline, and one thing I know for sure, I would never underestimate women and will try my best to keep the gender equality in my team. However, to achieve and perform my own style well, I still need to learn and gain a lot more experience. One principle I know that would works in every case is practice make perfect, and I will apply this principle to achieve my mission and vision.